In the heart of a dense forest, shrouded in mist and mystery, stood the decaying remnants of St. Agnes Asylum. Once a beacon of hope for the mentally afflicted, it had long been abandoned, its halls echoing with the whispers of tormented souls. Legend had it that St. Agnes was more than just a place of healing. It was a battleground for sanity and madness, a place where the veil between the living and the dead grew thin. Those who entered its crumbling walls were said to be plagued by the restless spirits of patients who had suffered unspeakable horrors within its confines. On a chilly autumn evening, a group of thrill-seekers decided to test the validity of the asylum's dark reputation. Armed with flashlights and trembling courage, they ventured into the overgrown courtyard, their footsteps muffled by the thick carpet of fallen leaves. As they crept through the entrance, the air grew heavy with the weight of the asylum's tragic history. Shadows danced on the walls, and the sound of dripping water echoed through the empty corridors. Each step sent shivers down their spines, but they pressed on, drawn deeper into the heart of darkness. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence, sending the group into a frenzy of panic. They raced through the maze like hawks, their hearts pounding in their chests as they searched for an exit. But the asylum seemed to have a mind of its own, leading them in circles and trapping them in its malevolent embrace. Whispers filled the air, disembodied voices urging them to turn back before it was too late. But it was already too late. The spirits of St. Agnes had awakened, hungry for vengeance against those who dared to disturb their eternal slumber. One by one, the members of the group began to disappear, swallowed by the darkness that lurked in every corner of the asylum. Some were driven to madness by the relentless torment of the spirits, while others simply vanished without a trace, their fate forever sealed within the cursed walls of St. Agnes. As dawn broke over the horizon, the asylum stood silent once more, its secrets buried deep within its decaying walls. But the legend of St. Agnes lived on, a cautionary tale for those who dared to tread where the spirits of the damned still roam. Years passed, and the story of St. Agnes Asylum faded into local folklore. Many deemed it nothing more than a spooky tale to scare children around campfires. However, there were always whispers among the townsfolk, reminders of the asylum's grim past and the souls that still lingered within its crumbling walls. But curiosity is a powerful force, and there are always those who seek to uncover the truth, no matter the risks. One such person was Amelia, a young journalist with a fascination for the macabre. Intrigued by the legends surrounding St. Agnes, she embarked on a quest to unravel the mystery once and for all. Armed with her camera and a determination to uncover the truth, Amelia ventured into the forest that hid the asylum from prying eyes. The air grew thick with anticipation as she approached the looming structure, its silhouette a stark reminder of the horrors that lay within. As she stepped through the broken entrance, Amelia felt a chill run down her spine. The asylum was eerily quiet, the only sound the echo of her footsteps on the cracked linoleum floors. With each passing moment, the oppressive atmosphere seemed to weigh heavier upon her, as if the very walls themselves were closing in. Determined to press forward, Amelia delved deeper into the asylum's depths, her camera capturing every decaying hallway and rusted door. But as she ventured further into the darkness, she began to feel a presence watching her, unseen eyes following her every move. Suddenly, a cold wind swept through the corridor, extinguishing her flashlight and plunging her into darkness. Panic welled up inside her as she fumbled for her backup light, but before she could find it, she heard a voice, a whisper, soft and insistent, echoing through the void. "Leave this place," it hissed, sending a shiver down her spine. "You do not belong here." But Amelia refused to be deterred, ignoring the warnings of the unseen entity. She pressed on, driven by a desire to uncover the truth behind the asylum's dark history. As she reached the heart of the building, she stumbled upon a room unlike any she had seen before. The walls were adorned with crude drawings, the floor littered with tattered remnants of clothing and personal belongings. It was then that she realized the true horror of St. Agnes. Asylum wasn't just a place of healing, but a prison for those deemed unfit for society. A hellish purgatory where the line between sanity and madness blurred beyond recognition. But before she could fully comprehend the horrors that had taken place within those walls, a sudden gust of wind tore through the room, extinguishing her flashlight once more. In the darkness, she felt a cold hand close around her throat, squeezing the breath from her lungs. Gasping for air, she struggled against the unseen force, her mind filled with visions of tortured souls and anguished screams. But just as she felt herself slipping into unconsciousness, a blinding light pierced the darkness, banishing the malevolent presence and freeing her from its grasp. As she stumbled out of the asylum, battered and bruised but alive, Amelia knew that she had witnessed something beyond comprehension. Street. Agnes Asylum was more than just a haunted house. It was a prison for the damned, a reminder of the darkness that lurks within us all. And though she had escaped with her life, she knew that the horrors of St. Agnes would haunt her dreams for the rest of her days, a chilling reminder of the price of curiosity in a world where some secrets are better left buried.